if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving.
Yo, what is up, y'all? What is up? It's me, it's Key, and we're back. We're in the building with another episode. The 7200-second podcast, as always. Got my guy, Coach Donte, in the building. Coach, what's going on, man?
What's going on? Ready to get into the show today.
Let's get it. We got, some interesting things to talk about, but we are going to get right down to the nitty-gritty. Your Texans are at it again, Coach. Your Texans are at it again, trading for one Stephon Diggs from the Buffalo Bills for a 2025 second-round pick, and I think like a sixth-round pick as well. You woke up to the news and was just like, no, he didn't. Get out my camera. So, what do you think about that?
I woke up, like you said, I woke up to the news this morning. I was very, very happy, very excited about the news that we got us a number one wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, to go alongside of Nico Collins and Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz and, Joe Mixon on that side, along with C.J. Stroud. That's going to add more lethal to the offense. Offensive line is getting better. So very excited about that. In case someone goes down, you still have that wide receiver that you can depend on when you need a first down or two. So again, it makes this Texans offense much, much more explosive.
That's not all that you did in the off season. Y'all did have a good free agency as well. Y'all picked up some good quality people. So you got Joe Mixon, you pick up Danielle Hunter, so you beefed up some pieces on the offensive line. You fixed your running back situation. You re-signed Dalton Schultz. You got one of the best punters in this game. Y'all went from being the poopy team for years to now finally being a contender. How, knowing you from Houston and you've been riding and dying for this Houston Texans team, how did that make you feel as a fan?
It makes me feel good. All the years that we wasn't good, it set us up to have this moment right here, and the moment we had last year. So again, you can't stay championship contenders forever, which we never were when Deshaun Watson was championship contender. We were never that size. We was always close, but we never really felt like that we were in championship contender. But other than that, it feels good. All saying that we were a dumpster fire. We fired. We don't like black coaches and stuff like that. David Culley and Lovie Smith was never going to be the future coaches of this team. So again, getting D'Amico Ryans set it all up. Have this success to get free agents to come in that want to play for the Houston Texans, and getting the quarterback position right was the big thing. So I say all the time, you get the quarterback position right, hey, you set yourself up for a lot of success, and that's what the Texans did. Got the quarterback situation right. Now you got guys that want to come play for the Houston Texans. The culture has changed. You got defensive guys want to come play. You got receivers that want to come play. You got everybody that want to come play. So it's fun right now being a part of the Houston Texans, and me being a diehard fan. Hey, you're gonna have some rough years. You're gonna have some rough years in any sport that you have. We're gonna have some rough years, but now that we getting it all together, now we gotta see what we gonna do out there this year.
Yeah, we did have some other key pickups today. It looks like Randy Gregory is going to go with Tampa Bay Bucks. That was a good pickup for their defense. They had a solid defense, but them Randy Gregory, adding a Randy Gregory to their defense, how does that make their defense better?
Randy Gregory adding to what defense?
Tampa Bay.
No, it's going to make their defense better with Vita Vea on that side, it's going to definitely make them a lot better. So Vita Vea is a really good defensive tackle, and Randy Gregory on the outside is going to make them a little more lethal on the outside. So they pass rush get better and better. So I like that move for Tampa Bay.
It looks like Eddie Goldman is going to unretire, and he's going to re-sign with the Falcons. Looks like the Chiefs are going to bring back running back Edwards Helaire. So maybe they're not sold on J.K. Dobbins. I mean, I wouldn't be so. I mean, Dobbins is a hell of a player, but his injury prone history says it all. So whoever do get him, might be a little lenient because he's coming off another ACL injury. He can't stay healthy. What else happened today? Rashid Rice, he's going to meet with Dallas PD and he's going to issue an apology. I don't know. What do you think about that whole situation? I just feel like that situation, like even though I know there was no alcohol, nothing involved, and I know physically like he wasn't driving, or I don't know. This whole thing is just saying like Henry Ruggs was your example of what not to do. Even though I know there's no drinking involved, but still, 22-year-old kid get behind the wheel, make the dumbest decision of his life, and now his whole career is gone. He's in jail. He did unfortunately kill somebody, but this could have turned out bad too in the situation with Rashid Rice. So all of these young guys in the NFL are making dumb decisions. You would think Henry Ruggs would be their example. Your thoughts on the whole Rashid Rice situation?
Rashid Rice, again, him being in the race, don't drive a car if you can't handle it. I mean, again, stupid decision you could have killed somebody. You could have been in the same position as Henry Ruggs. You're a great up and coming wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. You just got Marquise Hollywood Brown, who's no slouch. He's a 1,000-yard wide receiver. Yes, he has some issues, with his hands a little bit, but he has success in the NFL. So again, you can't get yourself put up in that situation right there.
You think the NFL is going to fine him in any way?
Yeah, I think it will be some punishment. It will be some punishment. I think it will be a suspension or some punishment.
Yeah, you can't let him off easy. I know he did injure a mom and a 4-year-old. I think the baby. Like it's just stuff you can't give him a slap on the wrist for. Exactly. I think that's where all we were thinking. What the hell was he thinking? Like I just don't get it. And clearly, Henry Ruggs is not enough of an example for them. The whole career can go just like that. You're a rookie and just won a Super Bowl. Not too many rookies can say they win a Super Bowl in their rookie season. So, and you contributed to that Super Bowl the whole season. So it's just they gotta make smart decisions. I mean, if you don't want to play no more, I'll gladly take your money. Like I'll take your rookie contract money. You know what I can do with that? I'll gladly take it if you don't want it. I'll take it if you don't want it. I'm sure Donte will take it if he don't want it. We'll take your contract off your hands. Look, if I got to sit on the bench and tell Patrick Mahomes to give me a 1 yard, give me a pass, and I go 2 yards, that's fine. Whatever you need me to do, I'll take your contract if you don't want it. But but that whole situation is just crazy. Looks like Caleb Williams is in Chicago meeting with the team. We had a couple draftees meeting in places as well. So we all know that probably Caleb will go number 1 to the Bears, and we'll probably do our mock draft live like we usually do. Probably with the draft is towards the end of this month.
This month, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually like that last Thursday. So we'll probably do one next week or maybe the week before the draft. To see what we thinking, who goes where and what people need. It's possible that I've been hearing the Vikings might move up with the Patriots, but you got to give up something.
Yeah,
they go from 11 to number 3. And it's only one guy that the Patriots are interested in, and y'all not trying to give him up. So who are you giving up to move up 3 spots? Because we all know 4 out of the 6 quarterbacks possibly could go the first round. I think 2 may not go to the second round. You think all 6 are gonna go in the first round?
I think Caleb Williams for sure. Drake May is gonna go in the first round. I think JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix. I see 4 going in the first round.
Yeah, so do I.
I see 4.
What's your 4?
Drake May. You have Caleb Williams, Drake May, JJ McCarthy, and Michael Penix.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix won't be going. He'll probably go second round. Yeah, those 4 will probably go. I've been hearing Michael Penix to the New England Patriots. I've been hearing that as well. Been hearing Jaden Daniels to Washington. They don't want to bring in another UNC quarterback where they just had Sam Howell and Drake May. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see when the draft comes. But yeah, I'm excited for the draft. I'm always when I see the draft, that means football's getting closer. Football's getting closer when you see the draft. What's going on, Ern? Appreciate you. Football's getting closer when you see the draft. The draft is going to be all 3, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I usually only do the first round. I'm sure Donte will probably cover rounds 2 and the other later rounds. But it should be fun. Draft should be fun. But Coach, you said you had an interesting coaches list today.
Yep, I do. So let me get with this list right here. So at number 5, we got Camila Cardoso. Number 5, they in the Final Four. Congratulations to Coach Don Staley for making it to the Final Four. Again, fantastic year for the South Carolina Gamecocks. 22 points, 7 rebounds for Camila Cardoso. And we got number 4. We got your boy DJ from NC State. 29 killed Duke, knocked Duke up out of the NCAA tournament. Both men's and women's. NC State is in the Final Four. Congratulations to them. DJ, 275 pounds, was killing Duke in that Elite 8 game. So congratulations to them. Number 3, we got Zach Edey from Purdue. Zach Edey from Purdue, 40 points, 16 rebounds on a win against Tennessee. They will be in the Final Four. Congratulations to Purdue. Number 2, you got Nikola Jokic, 42 points, 6 assists, and 16 rebounds for Nikola Jokic. He definitely is having a great season, on the verge of being the MVP again this year. And we got number 1. Again, I always say it early. I rarely put her on the list this year because she can be on the list at any point. She can be on the list at any point of time. So I did really stop putting her on my list this year because she can be on the list at any time. She's gonna be we talking about the first overall WNBA women's pick this year, and really the Los Angeles Sparks is cheating really to try to get this pick. But y'all know who she is. The Steph Curry of women's basketball. Caitlin Clark beat the LSU Tigers, revenge that they lost last year. 41 points, 12 assists, and 7 rebounds in a victory, going back to the Final Four. I think they will be playing UConn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they will be playing UConn in the Final Four. So congratulations to Caitlin Clark. She is the WNBA first round overall pick. She will be. Me and Key will be doing the WNBA draft like we did last year. So again, shout out to Caitlin Clark. She earned the number 1 spot. I didn't put her on rally that much this year because she can get the spot every week.
Pretty much. That's your coach's list for the week. Coach Donte does go through all of the superstars, all of everybody, to see who makes his list. Whether he did, points, stats, something really, really good, you had to get on his list. So he did all of the NBA. It looks like March Madness. So just let coach's list. You might see a MLB player on there.
You might see an MLB player on there. And all that, you never know. You may can see a whole team. All I can, you may can see a whole team on that. You never know.
Bryce Harper was on one last night. I don't know who peed in his Cheerios, but 3 home runs in a grand slammy. I just rode past Citizens Bank Park too, and I drove past Lincoln Financial Field, and it's raining like crazy up here. And I'm like, damn, the WrestleMania stage is getting rained on. Because I know it's built already. They're gonna reveal it tomorrow, and I'm like, damn, it's getting rained on. But it's no rain in the forecast this weekend, so we good on that. Because Sunday I'm going. But going back to the NFL, matter of fact, let's start with the NCAA since that is the hottest topic right now. Looks like Bronny is hitting the transfer portal.
Really?
Bronny James is hitting the transfer portal. He's no longer going to UFC, I think, because of the coach. I think the coach left. But I think Bronny might get his reset here, going to somewhere different because his heart issue is cleared, and him getting 5 points a game. I think he can get more than that. I think if he gets another, go to a different school, he'll probably get his opportunity. Where do you think Bronny goes? Does he stay in California, or does you think he'll go somewhere else?
I think he goes somewhere else. I think Bronny will transfer to get a change of scenery. I know he wanted to be in Los Angeles, because that's what his father is right now with the Lakers. But I think he's going to end up in a Big Ten somewhere.
Then here was here when I was on another show yesterday, and in the comments, San Diego State could be possibly,
Yep.
be looking over there. But no, it'll be a different scenery. He'll get a fresh reset on things. I think Bronny will be fine. Does he need to stay in college for a little bit? Yes. Before you say yes, I'm going to spend a second round pick on him. No. Let him have a collegiate career before he decides to come out in NBA. Tennessee Lady Vols fired their coach. I knew that was coming. You know why? She told Tennessee to had a backs face to the basket. And what do? Leave Camila Cardoso wide the hell open for her to shoot a 3 and goes in. But they did come up short in the tournament as well. So I saw that coming. Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese have declared for the NBA draft, the WNBA draft. So Angel Reese declared today that she was going to go to the next chapter. So it's very interesting to see what team she's going to get picked up with. She'll be going in the first round. So it's definitely interesting. So got to get my mock draft together for that to see where everybody goes. And so let's preview this Final Four here. I think is one of the best Final Fours. This March Madness, both on the men's and women's side, has been great so far. On the men's side, we got NC State and DJ Burns going up against Zach Edey in the Purdue Boilermakers. Both 11 versus number 1 here. Who do you got in this matchup, and who's going to be the key factor in this NC State Purdue game?
Well, the big man battle is going to be definitely interesting with DJ Burns and Zach Edey. Zach Edey is a lot taller than DJ Burns. DJ Burns got a lot of height, and he can also step out and shoot. So he can propose problems. So he can bring Zach Edey up out of the paint. But Purdue definitely, all the slander I did give them a rightfully so. They did. They deserve it because they've been losing early. But finally getting to that Final Four, they got some very good guard play. They play very good defense. I'm going to take Purdue to win this matchup over the NC State Wolfpack.
I gotta ride with the hot hand. I'm gonna go with NC State here. I feel like if NC State puts some pressure on Purdue, they might not say crack, but they might fold a little bit. I feel like DJ Burns, even though ZD do got the height advantage over him, but I feel like Burns is more solid. I think he can probably back down ZD a little bit, just a little bit more. Even he can probably have Edey come out and in front of him a little bit, because Edey gets rebounds and doesn't really. I don't know, create his own offense. I think he's more a putback slams type of guy. You guys watch out for Edie though, because he gets people in foul trouble. He reminds me of Joel Embiid. You can't guard him type of situation. He always going to the line, but they don't never give the other team no calls. So you do have to watch out for Edie getting people in foul trouble. But I'm gonna go with NC State here, just to keep the hot hand going. So we'll see if that happens. Then you got the UConn Huskies going up against Roll Tide in Alabama. Who do you have in this matchup? Got number 4 Alabama going up against number 1 UConn.
I'm going with number 1 UConn. I think they're the best team. They've been the best team all year. I'm going to stay with UConn. UConn is great guard play and inside. So yeah, I'm gonna go with UConn.
You know, I'm also going with UConn here. They've been unstoppable, dominant the whole tournament. So that's a no-brainer for me. Either way, either it's NC State or Purdue against UConn, it should be an interesting finals. But I'm gonna go with UConn here. On the girls' side, on the women's side, we got NC State girls going up against South Carolina. Now, Rivers for NC State used to play for South Carolina. Now she done moved over to NC State. Who you got in this matchup?
Got South Carolina. South Carolina winning this game. They very good defensively, offensively. They're very improved on shooting this summer. So I expect this to be a closer game than what people think. South NC State guard play is really good. I mean, they torture the Longhorns with that hot 3-point shooting. So I'm gonna go for South Carolina, NC State. I won't be surprised the game closer what it actually is, because they guard play can really play. So I'm gonna just take the better team. I'm gonna go with South Carolina.
Now, it's only a few teams who have played South Carolina close this tournament, and I think it was Indiana. Was it Indiana? I think it was Indiana that played them a little close. Tennessee was the ones that was close in the SEC tournament. But I got South Carolina. Gotta roll with my girls. Too big inside. You can pass it off to Camilla. She can be very dominant down low. Defense is playing well, and the rotation that Dawn Staley has using 9 girls, you don't know what. The crazy part is you don't know which one is going to be on. It could be Fawali, she could be on. It could be Chloe Pitts, she could be on. Camilla Cadurso, she could be on. Pow, she could be on. You don't know who is going to catch fire. 3-point shooting definitely improved this season from last year. That was something that there was lacking. They're very deep. That's why it's so hard for teams to beat them, because they're so deep with depth. They can bring in anybody in off the bench and they still could contribute. So I like South Carolina here. This is the matchup. We got UConn, both UConn teams and both NC State teams are in Finals 4 as well. We got the UConn Huskies against Iowa, Caitlin Clark versus Paige Beckers. Who you got in this matchup?
You know what? I'm gonna take Caitlin Clark. I think this is the year they would get to the national title. Whether if they win it or not, that remains to be seen. I'm expecting them to go up against a very tough South Carolina squad. But yeah, I'm going with I'm gonna take Iowa in this game. They got to get some production out of Martin and Marshall, Gabby Marshall. Hannah Stokey proved to be really good against LSU this weekend. Caitlin Clark is good going to the basket. I know she shoots a lot, but Caitlin Clark can really get to the basket, man, if you let her dictate the game and dominate. And she also looks for her teammates pretty much. So it's going to come down, if Gabby Marshall, can they make shots? Can Martin have another game like she had against LSU? Martin had 20 points against LSU. She was really big for him. So I'm going for Iowa. And it's also, UConn could also win this game with Paige Beckers. I mean, she lit up that second half. She lit up USC in that game. She lit up USC. KK Arnold is pretty good. Leah Edwards. They Dallas Wings. Let's go get a Leah Edwards. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Iowa though. I want to take Iowa.
I'm going to take Connecticut here. I just like Paige Beckers and Leah Edwards and these girls here in this game. You got Nika Morrow. She's a team's top passer. I'm gonna go with UConn here. I'm gonna go so it's gonna be UConn. UConn and South Carolina, and in the finals, we got Dawn Staley versus Gina Auriemma, two of the best college coaches in the game right now. But I'm going to take UConn to beat Iowa. Both games are going to. This game's going to be good as well. But that's my prediction, and overall, I got South Carolina winning the whole thing. Give me UConn to win the whole thing for the men's side.
I got UConn winning the whole thing for the men's side. I definitely got UConn. And South Carolina definitely has an opportunity. Definitely an opportunity for the ladies' side. Good chance.
All right. So that is your March Madness Final Four preview. March Madness college basketball is almost over. I believe Sunday not the championship? Is it the championship game?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Sunday they doing the championship game. So we'll definitely see what's going on, and depending on what times those games are, I'm sure I will be doing the finals. So just look out for either one. Switching over to the NFL again, we already talked about Stephon Diggs. But the Jets has been doing some little off-season moves, getting a sign Reddick from the Eagles. They got Mike Williams. They get Tyron Smith on the offensive line to help out Aaron Rodgers to protect him. Also giving him another weapon to throw to. If the Jets can stay healthy, do you think they win the AFC East?
I think it's a possibility with that defense that they got, but I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins to win it, AFC East. I think the Miami Dolphins is better overall offensively. I think the Jets better overall defensively. Their weapon's still a question mark for the New York Jets. Alan Lazard has not panned out for the Jets at all. I'm going to take the Dolphins, but I do think they're the second best team in the division, though.
I think the Bills are going to regress, knowing they lost Stephon Diggs. Both Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis are going, so Josh Allen does not have a number one to throw to. Do they try to move up in the draft? They're at 28. It's going to be hard to try to move up to grab a receiver. I mean, this class is pretty deep for receivers. Maybe they can catch one at 28. But he's going to be throwing to Shakir, who I like. I like Shakir. Shakir is good. Mac Hollins, Curtis Samuel. These guys aren't number ones. You got both tight ends, Knox and what's the other rookie?
You talking about
Kincaid. Kincaid. So you have them. You still got the running backs, but Josh Allen's gonna need somebody to throw to, and he can't be running all his life. So it's gonna be interesting. So I do think Buffalo Bills will take a backseat a little bit. But I'm gonna still go. I'm with you. I'm still going with. I think Miami possibly could win this division. Then the Jets possibly could, be a wild card type of team. I don't see Buffalo winning the division this year. This might be Sean McDermott's last season in Buffalo. This might be his last one. Will he get fired during the middle of the season, or they just won't bring him back? Is what's the key. But I don't think Sean McDermott will be coach. Then that will segue into Mike Vrabel. Possibly can get a job with the Bills. Which receiver goes off the board first?
In the draft?
Yep.
We really asking that question?
Look, somebody might take Neighbors first.
Marvin Harrison. I'm gonna stick to Marvin Harrison. I think I don't think he's gonna get past 5. I don't think he go past 5.
Okay. I'm just saying. I know it was Marvin, but you never know what these teams is thinking to pass up talent like that. We've seen it happen before. Which quarterback out of the 6 is pro ready right now?
I'm gonna say Jaden Daniels from LSU. I think Caleb Williams, he's gonna go down to start. He's gonna be the starting quarterback, but I think Jaden Daniels.
Well, I think Washington will pick up Daniels, and that might be a good pick for them. I don't see Chicago Bears throwing a twist and swerving us not picking Caleb Williams, even though that would be the ultimate plot twist if they didn't. If they went out and got Daniels, then I'm going to be like, what you get rid of Fields for? But no, I think they take Caleb, and I think Washington is going to be sold on Daniels, which is a good choice. Just I've seen a couple games of Daniels, and just looking at him, you can tell he's poised. He knows what to do in the pocket. He can throw. He's a little mobile. Got a good arm. I think he'll be good in Washington, especially with those little weapons over there in Washington now. Austin Eckler. You still got Scary Terry. You got a new coach over there. So, I mean, Washington, we'll see what Washington do. I think they'll be third in the division. Giants still going to be last. I don't think Washington's going to be last in that division. But I'm going to go with Daniels as well. Should Dallas Cowboys, they don't make no noise during nothing. Off season, free agency, draft, they don't know what they're doing. But Jerry's supposed to be all in, as he says. But should the Dallas Cowboys bring back Zeke Elliott?
I think they should go somewhere else and look for a running back. I think they should address the running back in the draft. But it seems like I think that's what they're going to do, though. I think that's what they're going to do. But I think if you're going to do that, you should also address your running back position in the draft.
I mean, they did get Deuce Vaughn last year. Why not, have Deuce Vaughn take the reins if they just looking for a running back? Or, what was the point of drafting Deuce Vaughn if you're not going to use him? Tony Pollard's gone. No Zeke. Tony Pollard went to Tennessee. They was talking about Zeke and Dalvin Cook. You bring them on for cheap. They did sign Rico Dowell back. I don't know.
I think they're gonna still draft a running back though. I think if you're gonna be sold on Deuce Vaughn, which is I don't think they're really sold on Deuce Vaughn, but again, I think you're still gonna draft a running back. I think they still should draft one.
I said Jerry on a team, nah, and they ain't winning nothing. But that's all really that was NFL related. NBA is winding down. The championship is coming. But let's look at these standings right now. We got in the East, of course, Boston, Milwaukee's number 2. We got Cleveland 3. Orlando is holding strong with 4. Them and the Knicks are tied at 44 and 31. Indiana Pacers is 43 and 33 with the 6th seed. And in the play-in, Miami, Philly, Chicago, and Atlanta. Joel Embiid's back. He did get they did get a win yesterday over OKC. He looked pretty good being out for 2 months. And they are 2 games out of the 6th seed. Is it best? So it's a 2-part question. How far could Joel Embiid take this team? And 2, should they avoid Boston at all costs? For right now.
Yeah, you should avoid Boston. You should avoid Boston at all costs. Anyway it goes, the Sixers are going to have a tough matchup in the playoffs, regardless of who they're going to play. But your main option should avoid Boston in that play-in, in that first round. That's your main option. So, yeah, they should avoid Boston.
I think with Joel Embiid coming back healthy, and we're missing some pieces because they're healthy. D'Anthony Melton and Robert Covington is hurt. But a healthy Sixers team could be dangerous. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying we're going to the championship and the finals. I'm just saying it could be dangerous, knowing that now the Sixers do have shooters on the team. So when Joel Embiid gets doubled and triple teamed, somebody's going to be left open. Kelly Oubre is coming in now as a third option now since Joel's back. Tyrese Maxey, you know he's going to get his points. Oubre has been becoming more of a scorer now, and Daryl Morey, you need to give him some money on the offseason so he'll bring his ass back. Just bring him on back, so I can go get my Kelly Oubre jersey. Just bring him back. They're saying in the offseason the Sixers could possibly target PG. I do not want a Paul George here. Sorry, I don't want Paul George. I don't want him. Don't give him no max, please don't. No, don't give him no max. But Sixers could be scary dangerous if they're healthy, especially with a healthy Embiid, him back being himself before he got hurt. Again, I'm not saying to be winning it all, but I do want to avoid Boston. I don't want to see them right now. I'll take the number 6 seed to battle Cleveland. But yeah, I want to avoid Boston. That's why we got to get out the play-in. I'd rather have Milwaukee than Boston, in my opinion. If we're going to be in the play-in, I'd rather see Milwaukee than Boston right now. This is my opinion. He said now Embiid comes back after fantasy basketball is over. But yeah, that's what I think. I still think it's possible. It could be a second round exit again, depending on what the matchup is. But again, if we could be a little dangerous if everybody comes back healthy and is playing correct, playing basketball the right way. Of course, Nick Nurse knows how to make adjustments better than Doc Rivers did. So, speaking of the Bucks, was the right decision to hire Doc Rivers. Now, before they got Doc Rivers, their record was 30. It was like 30 and something. With Doc Rivers, they 15-14 right now. Was it the right decision to hire Doc Rivers?
I mean, to get him out of retirement, he was the best coach on the market that they want. So, again, I think that probably is the right decision to go against for a championship caliber team. That you're gonna want to better. They already made their decision. Adrian Griffin wasn't gonna lead the team. Wasn't gonna lead the team to a title. He had so many problems with guys in the locker room like Bobby Portis and Giannis and stuff like that. And when you got a coach that's a first-time head coach have to go up against both of them, that's not a good sign. So you do got more of a veteran head coach in the locker room. That's poised to get the Milwaukee Bucks a championship at that time. So at that time, prior to time, if you look at the timing of it, I think they didn't chose Joe Ponton to be the assistant coach for them. They did have Terry Stotts on the bench. So if Terry Stotts, I'd rather him to be promoted up to be the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks because he knows Damian Lillard. He's been a head coach in this league and he had some success. I'd rather for that to happen. But as far as the timing, you do need more of a veteran head coach to handle, a guy like Giannis and Bobby Portis and those. So you do need more of a veteran. And for Adrian Griffin, I think he should get another shot with a younger squad, probably a younger squad, not with a team that's ready to probably go all in and to win a championship. I think that was just really a bad situation, really a bad spot for him and a bad situation for him. So yeah, I'm gonna say at that time, yes, but I'm also gonna say you Terry Stotts, you should have promoted him as well. Thought about it.
And Chicago already clinched the play-in tournament, play-in verse. So Atlanta possibly still could move up. I don't see them moving up any past 8 or 7. Brooklyn is not out yet. They're on the outside looking in, but I don't see them getting into getting into the play-in either. On the west side, we had Denver, Minnesota's moved back up to 2. OKC is 3, and all 3 of them have clinched the playoffs. We got the Clippers at 4, Dallas 5, the Pelicans is 6, Sacramento 7, 8 is Phoenix, LA is 9, Golden State is 10, Utah, Memphis, Portland, San Antonio have all been mathematically eliminated, but Houston is still hanging on the outside looking in. Golden State would have to lose some games, and Houston would have to continue to win games to possibly put in that 10th spot. Is it kind of disappointing to NBA to see all your stars on the West in the play-in tournament? LeBron, KD, Steph. Does it kind of, not say to be disappointed, but did you want to see them in the play-in? Like, you want to see them in the playoffs? Like, how do you feel about that?
I want to see them more in the playoffs. Like I said, I already admitted I don't like the play-in tournament. I just think you got teams, that don't deserve to be in the play-in tournament, but you already know why they got that extra money and extra watch time. So, like I say, right now my Rockets in the 10th seed. No matter how the season go, we had a successful season. We don't deserve to be there. Golden State don't deserve to be there. Now the Lakers, they're in the 8th seed, so no, I think they 9. Well, they don't deserve to be there if they're even 9. They don't deserve to be there. So I wish they stayed 1 through 8. I wish they really stayed 1 through 8. Then you literally got the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs with a losing record. Not just a losing record. They're about 1,000 games under 500, but they get a chance to even crack a playoff. See, that's why I don't like it. So yeah, but it's more money for the people to see. It's more money for the.
I wasn't a big fan of the play-in either. Like, just strictly go 1 through 8, and if that's the case, the Sixers would barely get it, and we would go up against Boston, being the number 8 seed. But I don't like the play-in either. Like, why give you 9 and 10 for a reason? You're not good enough to get the top 8. Why do we have to play to see who gets 7 and 8? We already know who 7 and 8 is. So I don't know. It's just saying, oh, we stink, but we got a chance. No, I don't like that we got a chance. No, I don't. No, you stink for a reason. That's like saying Detroit deserved to be in the playoffs.
Man, Atlanta, they stink. They stink. They stink.
They 35 and 40. That's their record.
That's sad. That's sad. They stink. They get ready to blow that team up next year, and they get an opportunity.
They're gonna be like the Wizards. Charlotte's looking for a new as a head coach or owner. I seen something with Charlotte yesterday. Vince Carter, Chauncey Billups in the Hall of Fame. They're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think that's a good match. About time.
Yep.
Even though I would love to see Vince get a title. Vince is going to be one of those guys you wish they had a title, but hell of a player. Chauncey Billups, we already know what he did with that Detroit team, the Colorado, the Denver team, and now he's the head coach for Portland. So well deserved. And Jerry West is about to go in there again for a third time. I forget what he's going in there for again, but I think he's going to be the first player to be in the Hall of Fame. The first person to be in there 3 times. 1 as a player, and 2, I think, as something else with the teams and I don't know, but he's about to go in there again. So how far can Zion take the Pelicans?
First round and out without Brandon Ingram. I think losing Brandon Ingram, that's a lot. That's a loss for the Pels. So I'm gonna just say first round and out. But it depends on who they are playing. But I must just say first round and out.
Victor Wembanyama, you definitely know he's gonna be a clear front runner for Rookie of the Year. But how close is he to being a top 10 player?
Some people will argue he may be a top 10 player this year, but I will say he will be a top 7 player next year. Top 7 player next year. Top 7, definitely.
He almost had a quadruple double again. And you know how hard it is to get a quadruple double? This man had 9. Had 9 blocks. He already has 101 assists, I think it is already. He has over 100 something already. He can pass, he can shoot, which is crazy for him to be that size. What, he's 7'4", and has a decent percentage from the 3. He can pass, he can defend. We all know his long length. He's going to block shots. He's the block party his whole self. He need to have the barbecue, had the drinks out. Since he having a block party, and he don't invite. He have a block party and don't invite nobody. He don't invite nobody to the block party. But I think he'll be definitely top 10. It's just he's gonna improve each year. With his game is gonna be scary, and he's gonna be like a Joel Embiid type esque big man that can move, that can pass, that can shoot, and it's gonna be dangerous. Do you see him being with San Antonio the whole time, or does he go somewhere else?
I think eventually, if they don't start contending or winning games, I can definitely see him somewhere else. That's any superstar. If they don't start winning or anything, you can see them somewhere else if they don't start winning or improving.
So I would just love to see continue to see his game. Do you think there's a chance for Golden State to go on a run, or is it Golden State done?
I think they're out of it. So far as I think they can make it as playoffs. But if they can get a favorable matchup, it has potential though.
Alrighty. What else did I have for the NBA? Are you worried about Boston at all? I know they had that, sometimes they get the lead and they blow things, but are you concerned about Boston in any way?
No.
All right. Switching over to the MLB. Again, we're not going to be on this, long. Giving y'all an hour or so tonight. We definitely had to bring, some news and show to y'all. Definitely some stuff that went on. So again, I appreciate y'all who's watching on the YouTube side and on the Twitter side. So I appreciate y'all. MLB baseball is back. We already seen opening day. Both our teams always start off slow in the month of April. I'm not hitting the panic button on the Eagles. On the Phillies just yet. I know you're not hitting the panic button on your Astros, even though you just had another no-no. But how you feeling about your Astros right now?
We're fine. We'll be fine. No further comments. We'll be fine. We were 2-5 last year. At this time, we'll be fine.
Phillies always start slow. I'm not worried about them either. I'm not ready to hit the panic button just yet on the Phillies. But so far, we're losing to the Reds 2-0 so far. All right, it's only 2-0 in the bottom of the third. I ain't tripping. And I see y'all didn't score yet against the Blue Jays. But as of right now, you got the Yankees sitting at the top of the East in the American League, 6-1. Are you surprised about Detroit? They're 4-0.
Nope. They came on late last year. They were really good. Detroit was really good late last year. I'm not surprised about that start. Then plus, guess who they got? AJ Hinch, who led the Astros to the World Series.
Ern said the Oakland. Oh, you know what's bad? The Oakland A's has more errors than runs.
Damn, they that bad? They can't be that bad. Yo, Ern, the A's that bad? They that bad?
They got more errors than runs.
Really? They that bad? Ern, they that bad? Oh no, now that's something wrong. Golly, is there a professional baseball team?
Well, they did send their best player down to AAA.
That's crazy.
So I don't understand their logic, but they're another Oakland team that's moving. We had like 34 people at our game the other day. I can't. Not 34 people.
They finna trade him away. Watch. They finna trade their best player away. Watch. They finna trade him away. Give him away.
Cleveland is 5-2 in the Central and the AL. We got Texas on top. Well, Texas and the Angels are actually 4-2. I see the Angels dying off. That's not gonna last. And Oakland 1-6. Your Houston Astros is 1-5. Over in the NL, of course, we got Atlanta on top, 3-2 in the East. Phillies is 2-3. Who haven't won no game yet is the Mets and the Marlins. Have not yet won a game. Everybody else won a game.
Marlins haven't won yet?
They 0-7.
They won who?
7.
They were good last year. They were okay last year. Damn. They won 7? Who they play?
The Mets, my entire team sucks. They're 0-4. That's what the Mets stand for. My entire team sucks. They lost to they got swept by the Angels.
Who?
Miami.
So they got swept by the Angels. That was this weekend.
And let me see that in the Nationals beat them. Hold on, I'm trying to see when the season started. Oh, all right, hold on. Yeah, so they lost to the Astros, the Nationals, the Cardinals.
The Astros. We never played them on us.
Now let's this was hold on. Now let's this was still spring training. Hold on. When did the season start?
This week, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I was looking further up. So they lost. Damn, Pittsburgh swept them. Pittsburgh swept them, and then the Angels swept them. Damn.
Also, so which one was the 4-game series? Was it the Angels or the Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Okay. Why they only 7?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yep, Pittsburgh put a whooping on them, and then the Angels whooped them, so that's why they 0-7. The A's, they did win a game. Pittsburgh is off to a 5-0 start. I don't know how long that's gonna last. The Dodgers are 6-2. Are you surprised?
Nope. Nobody shouldn't be surprised.
Arizona's right behind them. But who do you like this year? As far as baseball wise,
who do I like?
Like as far like what team should we be on lookout for?
Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Astros will get going at some point. They will get going.
On BLSD. All right, Malik Neighbors for houses in LA. Could he go with the Chargers?
The Braves should be a team to look out for. Phillies, another team, wild card team. But I think they will be some trouble in the playoffs.
Atlanta could win the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, they cannot beat Philly for some reason.
Texas still going to be good, really good. They're going to still be really good. Those are Baltimore, and those are the other teams to look out for.
Baltimore right now is 4-2. Yankees is 6-1. Do they fall off, or do they keep their hotness?
I think they fall off.
Yankees fans is happy about beating y'all.
I know. That's their World Series. I know.
I can't. Bryce Harper last night again. He was on one again. I don't know who pissed in his Cheerios, but 3 home run game, a grand slam, 2 solos. I think Bryce Harper was trying to tell people, he's still here. In that situation. Connor Brogdon, he stunk it up the last game, and guess where he at? AAA. We DFA'd him. Get out of here.
Y'all did that man wrong. That was wrong. y'all wrong for that.
Dodgers. Hayward is on the DL already with a lower back injury. Who's some players that you're like looking at that's going to be like, oh man, they're going to be good for the game right now? Who are you eyeballing? That's good on some teams.
I'm gonna be eyeballing from the Orioles, Jackson Holiday. From the Orioles, their prospect. Definitely Juan Soto. Juan Soto is just amazing. Yana Diaz, my catcher. He's off to a very good start. I'm going to be eyeing Corey Seager. Seager is a really good underrated player. I like Corey Seager as well. So yeah, I'm going to be eyeing those guys.
BLSG said Connor Brogdon can go live in Lehigh Valley for the rest of his life. Not with the Iron Pigs. But yeah, y'all, there you have it. Another 72 is in the books. Episode 80. Coach, we at 82. We getting there. We getting up there.
Now we 18 more episodes away, y'all.
We getting up there. Remember, please look for 100th episode. Should be fun. One lucky participant, one lucky viewer gets to get a jersey of their choosing. Everybody has to it'll probably be something like, watch out for a post on Twitter or, YouTube. Got to put 100 in the chat. Make sure you're subscribed to me or Coach Donte on X or YouTube. Somewhere in comments you can put 100. That's how you're going to get into this drawing. Is 100. It's going to get you in the drawing when it's time. And then number 2, we're going to do 2 drawings. Second person will get a 7,200 second shirt. So yeah, should be fun. The 100th episode. We'll have some guests, come hang out and chill with us at the 100, episode 100, depending on what's going on. Can't be just anybody just want to come up. You at least gotta, have some type of knowledge somewhere. But yeah, so I can't wait for the 100th episode. It's going to be fun. But next week, we do have our guest. We do bring guests on. So Jake the Snake Silva of the Snake Sports Talk Show will be on the show next weekend on the 7,200 seconds. He hasn't been on lately, so it's good to have Jake on. So make sure y'all tune in next week for that. We're going to talk about his Chargers. We'll get it. Maybe we'll get into because I know he likes the A's, so maybe we'll talk about them A's and his thoughts of moving to the his thoughts on things. We'll pick his brain a little bit, but definitely make sure y'all tune on back in next week. What did you say about the Iron Pigs? Yes, with the Iron Pigs, they have been absolutely 100% absolutely positively flaming fireball hot garbage. But yeah, make sure y'all tune in next week. Definitely is going to be a good show. We get to pick Jake's brain. Very knowledgeable dude. Matter of fact, he is on right now. Y'all want to go on over to the Sports Wave Network, check out the Snake Sports Talk Show. He is live now. Make sure you go over there and tell him that we sent you. Tell him that Key and Coach Donte sent y'all to go watch, to go check out his show. Anything you got to say before we roll out of here, Coach?
Man, just keep watching us. We on our way to 100 episodes, man. That's a 100 episode we've been rocking for a long time. So hey, keep enjoying, keep watching us, and we're gonna continue to grow and get bigger, y'all.
All right, y'all. And on that note, love, peace, and hair grease. Don't do nothing dumb. But if you gonna do something stupid, can you be safe about it? I mean, like if you want to drink 99 gallons of liquor, but be in the house, at least you're not drinking and driving. So something like that. But we are going to get out of here. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening and the rest of y'all work week. And we will see y'all. Oh, I will be here Saturday, night 1 of WrestleMania. So y'all want to come on into some wrestling streams. Of course, we're going to be doing that night 2. Unfortunately, I won't be on stream because I will be live there in person watching night 2. But stay tuned, y'all. We definitely going to bring y'all the content. We got the WNBA draft on the 15th, so make sure y'all come on back. Last year we had a great time. It was very good last year, so let's hopefully we get some new faces in here when the draft comes to talk all about the ladies, because the ladies basketball, believe it or not, will be the hottest thing we're going to talk about in years to come. It's getting there. So, but we're going to get on out here, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night and stay safe. Get out of here.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want.